Yes. Yes, this is genuine and of use to me. There is something resonating from it. A whisper. I will give you this in trade. It is known as the Odious Chalice. It swells with spilled blood and offers its bloat to its owner.
Oh, excuse me, starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show Ape Detective? Oh, that monkey always gets his man. What? Oh, yeah, Mr. LaCroix's expecting you. For a young guy, he sure likes to work late. Me, I spent most of my youth in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye. The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head they will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office? Stolen? Stolen? How? Who would... Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat. The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake. I want him found. I want him... found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city. If it were to fall into the wrong hands... The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort her out.
Hello, neonate. How can I be... Of course. What is it you would like to know? No more than yourself. But I do know that LaCroix is much too focused on acquiring it. His obvious need for it reveals a weakness that his enemies may one day exploit. I do not know. Although I must admit that I sense a change in the night air, something subtle and not altogether pleasant. Perhaps the arrival of the sarcophagus is the harbinger of something more dreadful. I will say no more.
Heard anything? It's probably just like the rolls of coffins or something. Lousy aristocrat bastard. What did you just say?
Hop in.
Ain't seen you here before. And if I haven't seen you, neither has Isaac. So that's your next stop. Isaac's in the jewelry store at the end of the street. Consider yourself invited.
The moon is out, everyone's in dreamland, and you've tuned into the Deb of Night.
What's up?
Nobody to fall asleep next to you? Go ahead.
Welcome to Red
radio
Spot, home of the Monster
That's what
Chug.
I'm here
72
for.
ounces of your
And hey,
favorite
why don't you
beverage
call
for
me
89
sometime?
cents.
Area
Blah,
code
blah.
323.
You need help or something?
61,
62.
Looks like somebody's been waiting in the queue quite a while to speak to yours
15
truly.
more
So
This isn't going to turn
going
out to
in
be
my stomach,
ironic,
Choco
is
Bombs.
it? You're not like a serial killer, are you?
As in you have an insect problem? Or chirping crickets
Always.
are keeping you up?
You should come out and
or
see my band, a
you have
bowl of
nightmares
cereal.
about them?
We're playing
Tell me.
tomorrow night at the crematorium.
No,
cover
Don't
for
you know?
chicks. We're going
When
to
you fall
ruin
asleep,
the
it's
place.
crawling in your mouth through your
like
ears
a
or
creamy
your
center.
Yeah, the
and a
Vesuvius
colorful
rocks.
candy shell.
They don't let me in
and
anymore.
the commercial
Damn,
should
they're
have
there,
like
dude.
kung
Are there any
fu
scientists out there
or
listening to this?
giraffe.
If you're
I
into
read
that kind of
something,
thing,
I
I mean.
don't know where, but do you know the average person eats several
Hey, you
pounds
know,
of insects
you
a
should
year?
really
The
ask me
majority
about
of
the
that weight
special,
is
you know?
composed of roaches, ants, and spiders.
I'm
Just
glad you
knowing
asked
that
that,
as soon as you
baby.
close your eyes,
Seeing as how you
a
look
big fat
trustworthy or
centipede's gonna
something,
drop into your
I
mouth
got
and
this
crawl down your
special where
throat.
you buy some really expensive burrito
can't do
tots
it.
or grapeful
I
juice.
never sleep at
You get a
night.
free
You know,
weapon
they
of your choice,
voluntarily
bro.
eat insects in
You
some
interested?
countries.
Yeah, well, those countries probably need Jesus.
So, you never sleep at night. I assume you do sleep, right?
I sleep at work.
And what exactly do you do?
I'm a middle school teacher.
That
Where
would
did I
explain why
park
my
my
nephew
car
invested
again?
that 20 I sent him
Oh,
for his
wait,
birthday
I don't
on
even
magic
have a car,
beans.
dude.
It's always good to know that the future of our country is in good hands, isn't it? Oh, boy. Let's see who else we got. Caller, what do you do for a living?
I'm Roger.
Okay, and what do you do, Roger?
I'm a writer, Deb.
So, have you written any movies I might have seen?
Well, I actually haven't finished any screenplays yet.
I see. So, have you done any other kinds of writing?
Well, just some outlines right now, but I've got some really good ideas for some stories that are crawling around in the old noggin.
So, if you haven't really written anything, how can you call yourself a writer? Because I once fixed my toilet doesn't make me a plumber, right?
Well, you see...
Is there anyone in this city that
I
doesn't
wonder
call
how
themselves
they
a writer or
microwave
actor or
burritos
director?
in the Middle Ages.
Don't you think you're doing a disservice to those who actually make their living in those art forms by deeming yourself something you're not or not even trained to do?
No, I think I'm pretty good at knowing what's good writing from bad writing.
Well, wouldn't that make you a critic? Let's see if anyone else agrees. Line 2. Are you ready for a menage a trois?
Sure thing, Deb.
Where
Hey,
did
would
I
you please
park
state
my
what you
car
do for a
again?
living?
Oh, wait, I don't even have a car, dude.
Perfect. Do you read a lot of screenplays?
Don't get me started.
Well, for our writer on the phone, here's your big chance to pitch your screenplay. Is that okay?
I could have swore I told you to see the Baron. Yeah, that was a laugh. Except my sense of humor is a little askew, you know? Conflict just cracks me the hell up.
Good evening, Neonate. Isaac Abrams. I've been expecting you. Seems the wooden soldiers of the Camarilla shuffle in a little too often these nights. That baby-faced two-bit Prince LaCroix got something to say to me? So, you've come to barter information with the sewer rats. LaCroix must really be desperate if he stooped to consorting with their kind, and asking for my help of all peoples. Perhaps. However, before we discuss how I might help you, there is the matter of tribute. Call me old-fashioned, but this is my barony, and as is tradition, a token of respect must be paid. What I want is a simple exchange. Last week I paid for a certain item, a movie, and this evening I got an email saying that the seller is ready to deliver it. Unfortunately, he's become a bit paranoid all of a sudden. Won't meet me in person, won't drop it off, won't even answer his phone. Says he'll send the location of the pickup to a computer in the nearby internet cafe tonight. You see where I'm going with this? Go to the Ground Zero Internet Cafe, look for a directory named Joseph K, and use the password Kafka. There'll be an email in there that will specify a nearby location. Meet the contact, pick up the item, come back. Not too painful, right? Excellent. In the meantime, consider yourself a welcome guest in my barony. Welcome to Hollywood.
Oh my gosh, is that you? Everyone was worried sick about you. When you didn't show up and didn't call and nobody knew anything about what happened to you, we thought you were dead. Are you okay? You know what, never mind. We have to help you. It's me, Samantha. Don't you... Did you suffer amnesia? Is that it? Let me make a call. We'll get everybody together. We can talk. Maybe you'll remember something. The important thing is that they know that you're alive. I don't think you know what you're saying. We're gonna help you. You'll see. Everybody just wants to see you safe and back to your old self. Wait here. I'm gonna make a call. It's gonna be okay.
Sorry, no vacancies. Feel free, babe. This is a treasure trove of human banality. Working here, you meet lots of types of man. You get stories, you get characters, you know. This is the kind of place where writers go to study human behavior, man. It's invaluable. Does a writer write, or does he just, like, ink the flotsam and jetsam floating in his subconscious into a 120-page piece of film genius? But, you know, most of my subconscious is filled with old horror films, so that's what I write mostly, I guess. Me? I'm like looking to redefine the vampire movie, okay? Like, tons of people make vampire flicks, or popular characters, but me, I'm gonna be doing the real deal. Like, not only is it gonna be scary, but it's gonna be believable. Well, in my story, it's not like about garlic and bats, okay? It's about vampire societies and stuff. You know, like, what would vampires be really all about? I mean, how do they blend into society without being discovered?
Moon is out, everyone's in dream.
Oh my god! My work is done.
Not my problem.
Yeah? What do you want? Yeah? I mean, what? Who the hell is Isaac? I don't know anyone named Isaac. Get lost, bitch! Tape? What tape? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm getting the hell out of here. All right. Sorry. It's just that... I mean, something is... I just want out of this whole thing. I don't want anything to do with that damn tape. I don't know. I mean, when it comes to video, I've seen everything. And I do mean everything. With this thing, it's sick. It can't be real, but it is. I know it. It's real, and it scares the hell out of me. Oh, you have no idea. It's disgusting. That girl, the things that are happening to her. It just ain't right, man. It just ain't right. No. Something's wrong. Something's after me. I swear to God, something's after me. Every place I go, wherever I look, I see things. In the shadows. My phone rings, I hear something breathing on the other end, and... Shit. I'm out, man. I'm out of this whole thing. I don't have it. I stashed it someplace. Look, you need to find Ginger's swans. Huh? What the hell was that? Oh, shit. Did you see that? I'm getting the fuck out of here. What the... Oh, Christ!
You made good time. Hand me the item. Did he at least make a good excuse? Ginger Swan. Swan. Not an animal. A name. Brings back a lot of memories. 70 years ago, wasn't a man in this city that wouldn't have given up his family, career, or anything else for one night with her. That depends. You believe in an afterlife? Ginger Swan's been dead since the 50s. 20 years after, there are still grown men weeping at her grave. I don't know how she's relevant, but I have faith you will figure it out.
I'll scream.
Whoa there, Sugarpuss. Might want to think about knocking next time I damn near blew your hat off. Thought you might be a zombie. Who else would be waltzing in here in the middle of the night? Name's Romero. I'm the caretaker here. Well, that is, I don't exactly keep people from getting in, although that is part of my job. No, you see, I'm here to make sure nothing gets out. See, it's like this. Every night around this time for the past, several months now, the dead have been getting up with an itch to stroll down Hollywood Boulevard. Nobody knows why, but they're working on it. Till they figured out they needed a volunteer to patch the problem, and I stepped forward. Problem temporarily solved, the Baron's happy, I get to shoot zombies, and guarantee I get my blood for another month. I've carved out a nice niche here. Shoot them, blow them away, frag them, whatever the situation calls for. Sometimes I throw in chopping and dicing just to mix it up. Who knows? Vampire necro hoodoo, toxic waste, solar radiation. The important part is, they continue to rise up, and I get to put them down. Everybody's a winner. You're telling me. As far as I know, I'm the only person around Hollywood who considers marksmanship an art. A lot of the stiffs around here used to be asshole celebrities, too. Bonus. I love my job, what can I say? By the way, hey, you wouldn't be interested in watching the place while I go handle some business, would you? I'm not supposed to leave, or it might end up in a zombie holocaust or something. Like one time these goths snuck in. Ooh, wasn't pretty. I know you're technically dead now, but god damn, you are one striking-looking piece of ass. Where were you when you were still breathing, huh? I don't suppose you'd still be interested in a little, I can try, but it's not going to be easy with the, twins in the room. So anyway, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. If you should see any zombies in that time, you need to put them down. Now, they're dead, so you're either going to have to hack them up good, or shoot them in the head. Just don't let them bite you. No, just hurts like a bitch. Fantastic. Only one rule. Nothing gets out. Keep them away from the front and back gates. Here, this might come in handy. Back in 5. Figures they'd come out while I was gone. Guess that means they're learning. Give me a hand finishing off the last of them, would you? Very nice. Whole time I was getting that six-pack, I kept thinking, I might have made a mistake. Can't believe I missed out on tonight's action. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night. Hey, let me give you something for the assist. What have I got to give? I can give you a couple boxes of ammo, or, if you need it, I can try to improve your aim with a gun. When you fire, keep your eyes on the target even after you shoot. And use the sight, that's what it's there for. And style doesn't count for jack if you can't hit anything. Keep that Glock to the side crap in the movies. Would you look at the time? $1 Million Midnight movie's about to start. Tonight's Teen Mummy meets Hercules Jr. Keep the sun off your face, Ace. See ya.
You still don't have it, do you? I didn't doubt you'd find this, and I apologize if I was overly imperious before. A reflex action. I get a lot of young blood in here forgetting their place. I'll assist you as reasonably as I can with your task. But first, this tape. I'm in a hurry to find out what's behind all the hype, so get comfortable. I do have a feeling that whatever's here may be of use to both of us, however.
Help me, please,
It's more disturbing than I was led to believe. You can understand my concern now, can't you? It just so happens that around the time this snuff film started circulating, the Nosferatu disappeared. I tried to elicit their help in tracking down the source, and for the first time in all these years, I was dismayed by their absence. I assume it does. It's awfully coincidental otherwise. And those creatures. I don't know how many professional FX houses could pull those off. There's a problem, though, in that the film's incomplete. The first half is damaged. We need a complete copy. Behind the spit-shine gloss of the Hollywood Dream Factory, there's another city churning out a vile byproduct for the furtive consumption of a debauched audience. I have no doubt the film's found its way to another smut peddler. I'd ask around.